State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. End off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bump.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And the Volunteers will have it first and 10. With jet sweep pass. He's in open space downfield. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Vols just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few. This crowd, full of throats, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got his man on the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And the Vols are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. It's a good stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
A designed run for the quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more. Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for a deep man. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll get rid of it. Finds his man open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Penn State, 14, Tennessee, 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. On the run, deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Antonio. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. quick touch pass to the receiver. Quick step and go. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Nittany Lions looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
He tries to take the top off, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I absolutely love the call. If you don't get it, field position isn't horrible anyways. You never know how many yards you're going to get for a punt regardless.
And defense can rise up and make a stop from there. You're not really putting them in a terrible situation.
No, and you're already coordinating with your defense. Like, listen, if we don't get this, let's go. We're going to be ready to rock and roll, set up on the field, but you didn't have to worry about it because the offense, listen, offenses are going for it in these situations more and more in college football.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Byers on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. But it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Tennessee.
Second down coming up. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Motion from the wideout. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bitonio. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Out of the end zone. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the running back from the shotgun. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Under fire. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Going back to work on offense now. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Under fire! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical.
And he moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Lots of room to run. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking deep. Brings it down on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. He's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
He runs out of bounds at 49.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Tennessee, 21.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gonna look downfield again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Vols want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They can't.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It's Bitonio. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
It's first down from the 37-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your play.
He'll take a shot. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save. He's got it down the right side. The big play takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and just like that, field position flips.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Wide open Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Going to the running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. On the direct snap. It's Bitonio. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. On the direct snap, it's Vincent. And some room to work. There he goes. They're able to make the stop with this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.